happen though. Amaterasu steps up huge, and is able to put Velocity on the fifth round.
Yeah, but there's still a long way to go. Velocity have strung together 4 in a row, which puts their money also in a decent situation. Means even if they lose a lot of members, they shouldn't have too many problems. But then again, they can't afford to lose these rounds. Once again, a similar smoke has been put up by Hellfighter. This is to make sure that nobody from Reckoning will push out.
Hello.
Velocity will creep up and then make a contact play on the back of it. The Rolling Thunder will be countered by the Reckoning itself. And the tiny gap, it might be exploited, but Harsh is gonna probably die. So he swings out, hoping to kill one more player before the paint shot's taken. But Deathmaker's on fire, almost died once again.
क्या VLT comeback हो सकता है? क्या मैंने watch party चालू करी और क्या VLT comeback कर सकती है? Let's see.
Let's see a 3v4 retake. Not gonna be possible.
Sorry guys, मैं travel कर रहा था, फट भाग के आया हूँ, मैच मिस नहीं करना था, लेट हो गया थोड़ा सा, I'm sorry, but देखते हैं. I really want VLT to make this comeback.
If he loses the operator.
Benko Gamer, मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हो?
With the lost bonus, that will continue. It should be good. Wow, what a shot! If he is able to hit a shot like that in the next round, Velocity will be in trouble.
चलो, 11-6. Hello, just another MJ.
Deathmaker is just looking for his ace. If nothing else, they just want to stop Deadly 10 from saving this op. That's one way to rally the troops. That definitely will help Velocity get some wind in their sails. Deathmaker popping the hell off. He knew he had to make that play as soon as he got killed. And he just swings and strikes everywhere.
And
now Reckoning will have to face the wrath of Deathmaker because he has come alive.
Activated.
Guys, share कर दो. एकदम से मैंने आके स्ट्रीम ऐसी ऑन कर दी ना, स्टार्टिंग सीन डाला, आज कुछ नहीं किया, ऐसी आके स्ट्रीम ऑन की, मैच मिस नहीं करना था. 11-6 हुआ है. अब ब्रेक में मुंह हाथ धोने जाऊंगा मैं, तो कुछ नहीं, सीधा आके बैठा हूँ. ओ भाई. Oh, hello.
Gets out and gets the second. Deadly with the trade onto Excali and Velocity. The plans of bursting out onto the side just gets read by the players of Team Reckoning, and they have been reduced to nothing but ashes.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and Reckoning, they must win this round.
12-6.
Velocity, with their backs against the wall, have nowhere to go. They're staring defeat in the face, and yet they find the courage to keep going.
But there's
a long way to go, and the journey is arduous. The path is laden full of spikes, and they will have to tread upon the passage that preys on the weak. Can Velocity muster the courage to carry on? Can they somehow string 6 rounds together to mount one of the best comebacks of all time? Or will this be a map that gets rewarded to Reckoning Esports?
Come on, VLT bye.
They can feel the victory already. They can taste it. Almost even grasp it. But for the time being, Reckoning will be pushed back. Smoke from Hellfighter keeps them away. Keeps them from aggressing onwards. But elsewhere, Warrior strikes. And that's Doma down.
Doma down. ठीक है.
That's a very crucial frag.
Oh.
Because now not only you'll have to worry about the flags, the post plants will also become difficult.
Destroyed.
The final boss for you.
Lockdown.
Almost got that here.
Wait करना चाहिए lockdown के लिए. चलो एक्चुअली को आइडिया तो है उधर, but
position, no, it does not even matter. They just run right into a crossfire, give the spike into their hands, and then Deadly is there to just close out the game, I hope. In a 1v3, DM, can you find a clutch? Bit by the dog, stunned completely, being just pushed in from all 3 directions, and the shorty in the hands of Deadly. We don't even see the finale, but we know that Team Reckoning Esports have just
last
won
वाला
the
kill
game.
नहीं दिखा.
Yeah, I guess it was just a bit too brutal to show what happened next. The suspense about how he died will kill you, but Deathmaker also will be killed in the process. Reckoning Esports win map number 1 in this crucial game against Velocity Gaming. They are 1 map away from eliminating one of the best teams from this tournament. The Lotus pick.
Oh yeah, it's a do-or-die situation for both the teams. Tables क्या है?
Up next is Bind, a map which Velocity has picked for themselves, but they haven't had impressive results on it.
Karate Kid.
There has Reckoning for that matter.
Hi-Fi के लिए
It's going to be a mysterious map, one that we haven't seen before, but you definitely know that it will be a nail biter, ladies and gentlemen. Velocity Gaming, they must win this one. Otherwise, that's going to be everyone's favorite team eliminated from BCSA very early.
Sir, voice increase करो.
We'll find out on the other side of this break.
Voice increase ही तो अच्छी नहीं आ रही ठीक से voice. अब आनी चाहिए. दाढ़ी थोड़ी मोटी हो गई ना guys. भाई shoot तो है. Will be back. और बताओ यार सब लोग कैसे हो? How is everyone? कैसे हैं सब लोग ये तो बताओ. आज वॉच पार्टी करेंगे. वॉच पार्टी के बाद हम जाके खेलेंगे आरपी. दोनों चीज होने वाली आज. तो स्टिक अराउंड फॉर द वॉच पार्टी इफ यू वांट टू वॉच आरपी. यार चैट में मेरे को बताओ टेबल का क्या सीन चल रहा है. प्लेग्राउंड कब आ सकता है? जब आप चाहो. Whenever you want playground will be back. प्लेग्राउंड के लिए किसने मना किया? कब मना किया? किसने मना किया प्लेग्राउंड के लिए? बोलो प्लेग्राउंड के लिए किसने मना किया है आज तक? मैं मुहत दो क्या है गाइस? नहीं यार बाहर काम चालू है घर पे. जल्दी लाओ मतलब क्या होता है? कितनी जल्दी लाऊं? और एक बात बताओ, आप लोग का सपोर्ट लाएगा ना, मैं कैसे ले आऊंगा? मैक्स ओबी भाई कैसे हैं? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. थोड़ा पहले से देखते हुआ क्या है. मैं थोड़ा स्टार्टिंग से गेम देखता हूँ. आज हुआ क्या था जब तक वापस चालू नहीं होता. नोवा भाई 23 पेंट है गाइस. 23 बेस्ट नंबर. आई लव 23. मैं भी 23 पहनता हूँ. मेरा भी 23 बेस्ट नंबर होता है. लकी नंबर 23. वैसे लोग कहते हैं अनुज भाई का बैकअप सामने वाला बैकअप, बट अभी तो फिलहाल थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे हो गया.
I'm just excited to see Flaben. I just want him out here because he has to do something unique, right? Oh yeah.
ठीक है मैंग भाई सोचेंगे.
All these, both these teams look confident enough, and here we go. No props, come on Flaben. I expected better of you. Although the dance is still there, and he is still looking towards the M2, but yeah, I expected a bit too.
Flaben भाई कोशिश तो की.
अरे कोई नहीं comes out with a dual wielding sheriff in his
dance.
Doesn't do it every
Skibidi
time.
doop skibidi doop doop
Sometimes the props are not necessary. The charisma that he brings to the table is enough, to say the least. And there we go, the last few players, the stars of their team, Hellfighter and Deadly 10. Keep in mind that even though Hellfighter is primarily a very passive player, he can pick up the aggression when required. So both him and Deathmaker will need to show up today. Deathmaker was the spear of the team, the pointy end of that spear.
Mini Gaben bhaiya.
Mostly the duelist guy. But of late, he has been having some shaky games. Every now and then, whenever Deathmaker plays, if he shows up, he will absolutely destroy the entire lobby. If he doesn't, well then he's not going to do anything at all. He's going to be harmless. So you can't afford to give Deathmaker one of those shaky games today. He has to be the pillar of consistency today.
For reckoning, let's just avoid him. Run to a different site. Run to a Deathmaker.
मेरे को तो मालूम है डेट क्या है, मैं आपको नहीं बताऊंगा.
Strategy, but hey, you've got a weapon of your own, Deadly 10. And this guy, I don't see him not being active.
बताऊंगा तो फिर आप लोग भाग जाओगे ना. फिर रहोगे थोड़ी इधर.
It was always
क्यों बताऊं?
the firepower behind him that was lacking, but with this squad,
एक स्पेशल टाइम पे ऐसे ही बता दूंगा.
They are a team to be feared right now.
डेट
Even velocity, the
और फिर जितने देख रहे होंगे उनका फायदा हो जाएगा.
Not that great. Let's see if they are able to bounce back today.
और फिर वो जितने देख रहे होंगे उनका और मेरा सीक्रेट रहेगा.
That would really put a sail to their sails.
Definitely, it would add some wind in their sails. Velocity desperately need that. They need the breeze to flow in their favor. And it really is important, especially when you consider the grand scheme of things, right? When you've got players who played for teams like Fnatic, 100 Thieves, Liquid in the past, it becomes really difficult to digest the fact that you're losing against South Asian teams who have never been beyond the challenge. They're trying for Ascension at best, but this would be a massive fall from grace for both Doma and Eccles if they fail today. It's essential that they win this game. Right off the bat, we can see the bans of Split and Fracture, Reckoning bans Split because they're not very confident on it, and they did have some trouble last time. Velocity, on the other hand, no surprises with the Fracture ban. They never like playing it, but Reckoning have already thrown in a curveball. They pick up the Lotus map. Now this definitely will be interesting. And Velocity first picking Bind, even though they lost the last game.
What?
Okay
interesting.
then.
Bind pick तो काफी interesting है देखो.
I really hope we do see something new from them, because if they still stick with the same agent comp, I would just be flabbergasted, man.
Haven ban.
That is a very, very bold pick to have.
Haven ban. देखा guys,
especially after the way you lost. I mean, that's crazy. And then
खेलेंगे Ascent खेलना पसंद है उन्हें.
So this, if this is a veto and if you have to declare a winner, I'd say it is clearly Reckoning. All the maps I'd say are in their favor. They have all the knowledge they need to fight against the Velocity on the map of Wide.
Live हुआ है क्या अभी तक नहीं? भी right back पे है. तो पहला start देख लेते हैं इसका.
But Deathmaker starts off things with a bang. Right off the bat, we have a nice headshot from him while Reckoning were trying to make contact towards B.
See though, they slowly just fade back. Velocity, they get the numbers, they fade back. And now even Heleth has that information that there is someone C main. Both these teams are fighting for the B and C sides respectively.
सही है.
But I think at the end it is going to be a C hit for Team Reckoning. All of the players are just grouping up together outside C, waiting for the smoke.
Viper का setup पे अच्छा है.
You do not have the wall, neither do you have the Viper wall to invest. So that is something you need to consider. How will you take care about the choke points? And you have two players defending this side. So let's see Reckoning. What do they have in mind?
At least Velocity's Cypher setup is not anywhere towards the C side. So if Harsh is able to throw out these flashes and hopefully bait out a rotation, it will be great.
Pacific
Velocity are not gonna bite this bait.
मैं देखता हूँ close flashes ज़्यादा कर रहे हैं. जैसे Sky के long flash.
As soon as Excali makes contact, the Paranoia will be sent through, but Excali has already been executed. And it's all down to Hellfighter. Backup has arrived in form of Deathmaker over here. And even though he started off this round brilliantly, he can't follow up against Flabin's firepower.
LF has also been spotted down. Will just walk out, but no! The spam connects. LF and Amaterasu are able to get one each, but Voya!
Wow!
With a 3K and then Harsh trading him out.
Voya भाई बहुत सही मारे round.
But they are the ones who come out as the victors in the round.
90 degrees back to the
guy. पीछे का देख रहा हूँ मैं कर सकता हूँ. Replace
it. Just steps up and says, yeah, deadly. I get it. There was a lucky shot that DM connected on you. Yeah, maybe I'll get 3 of my own.
Constantly Viper एक जगह कर रहा है, फिर वो hit दूसरी जगह करने की कोशिश करे, अगर नहीं हो रहा तो फिर return जा रहे हैं. Interesting.
Deathmaker with just a ghost. It's not really a big threat, but yeah, just be wary about it. Just let's make sure that you're able to execute onto the site properly. Deadly will be the first one to take contact, and there goes the ghost. Reckoning should have this round.
Oh, Deadly why?
Oh, yep, he is indeed making it look easy. A tiny gap above the high tide, and Amaterasu tries to exploit it, but Deadly is farming. Excali finally stops him, but not before he takes much more damage than he can any time heal up.
Oh.
And Doma's just waiting for his death. The sweet release of death, but he at least grabs a weapon back. Warrior to instantly deny once again, and Reckoning keep it clean. Only losing 2 guns in the process.
अरे यार देखो अभी क्या बात करो भाई.
I mean, Voya was just playing on a ghost, so he.
Oh yeah, so just one gun in the process.
Just one gun lost, exactly. Not a big thing at all. And now you just invest into the rifle for sure. Voya goes in with the vandal for his.
Form. They've been spotted.
Have this round easy. That you have, but I think it'll be a basic.
RGE अच्छा खेल रही है, but यार VLT वाले भाई हैं.
And then try. Okay, it's a Viper wall towards the C side.
Power of friendship, guys.
C side as well. And none of the players of Velocity are here to receive except for Doma. So Doma will be challenged out heavily, and he goes down. What? No frags to his name, and Deadly says Tata bye bye to him.
dashing into the cloudburst. Doma even saw it coming. He knew that Deadly would avoid the tripwires, but he positioned himself in the cloudburst simply to stop him in his tracks, and that doesn't happen. Deadly now has a gun. More importantly, they've got the sight, and Velocity don't have too much to retake with. Yes, Excali has one flash and Amaterasu has one too, but the crossfires of Reckoning are just too strong for the moment.
How do you deal with this? Look at this. They are just wasting time. They are throwing util. Now Flabin has been moved away from the angle, but the spike has been crowded for.
Oh, Excali bhai, nahi!
Making things work. There's another frag. Excali. He will just die to Trist's Molly. Again, Reckoning.
उसका ही था तभी बोला Excali नहीं. अरे यार, nice try. Anti.
Point off, I'd say insertion for them into the side. And they are
Anti.
At them. He really tried to get the jump on to Harsh, and he almost did, but everyone else was marking his angle.
Yep.
And as soon as they tried to take control of Bend, Velocity Gaming end up losing a lot of their players. But Reckoning just fall back, and then Trist's Molly burns everybody out. Once again, Reckoning Esports not hesitating to go to its C at all. They use the Cascade, take control of Mound, and even the ultimate orbs taken. Velocity will place the dark cover just to hold them back for the time being, but Velocity now are just starting to rotate when Reckoning are peeling away from this area. Velocity need to play a bit more aggressively in order to gather information. The only person who can actually gather information on this team is Excali with his flashes, and yes, he will throw out a guiding light from B, which will blind Trist for the time being. And this means Velocity still have no actionable information. They've seen Reckoning hit C, they have a Cascade on A, and the flash confirm presence on B, so Velocity think they're all over the map.
That's the power of double controller. That's how you work with it. And finally, I see a team who knows how to play the composition that they have. And now finally this execute onto the C side. The flash is great, but no one executes on the back of it. They are waiting for these one-way cages to go away. Or even better, they pivot towards that B side.
Sky read kar raha hai. Sky ne read ke OMEN Sky hai.
A little bit of resistance over here because there are two players who can put an harm to their execute. The shots though are not landing at all. And Deadly does one better.
कैसे हेलफ भाई क्या हो गया?
Poya will trade out a player. That should be it. Velocity locked out of the side and should be locked out of the round.
Unless they keep giving away guns to Doma like this. Now Doma has the neural theft as well, so he should be able to figure out the positions of all these players. But even with the neural theft thrown and positions revealed, he can't break this crossfire. Unless Reckoning do something to help them break it. Matras is just hoping to buy some distraction, buy some time, and Doma's been stunned by his own teammate. Oh, this is a disaster. At least he doesn't get killed. But he sprays them both down. What a recovery from the Cypher. Doma stepping up when it's absolutely required.
Oh, the double peak was a good attempt.
Moment. Let's hold nothing back.
The spike.
हाँ यार मस्त था VCL जो है अरे ठीक है बेंगो भाई आप टीम अप्रोच कीजिए आप VCL में खेल देंगे आपको भी हम
but he manages to clear out the right corner and Amaterasu made the other two people playing on B upper to peel away. That's what broke the crossfire. Amaterasu basically took the bait upon himself and set up Doma for success. But I would still say Reckoning did no wrong. Doma just got super lucky in that one. Plus, mechanical prowess coming into play. This time though, Reckoning Esports hold nothing back. They invest the Reckoning, pun intended. Flabin uses the ultimate to clear out rubble at the very least. But Velocity have still rotated 3 players over towards the A site. Psych! They're not going A at all. In fact, they break the door down and they hit B once more.
Link se B ja rahe.
This time around with the camera, can just spot, give information, but
Excali
cannot do much
बहुत
about it.
important
Still,
रहेगा
he is not committing on the back of it. They are making noise. They still want the players of Team Velocity to over-rotate. But with this Trailblazer, it will all be clear.
100 Mbps is okay game.
An A-side hit. Let's see what can Deathmaker do. Nothing till now. So Deadly and Flabin. Perfect entries into this side. Amaterasu trying to get a spam frag left and right. That would happen. Also, Excali just pushes off. Gets one. Even gets the Flabin there. Now time is something you'll need to do.
So Doma make one more clutch. Doma gets one.
Doma is him once again. In a 1v2, the Mollies are forcing him in a very uncomfortable the spot, and he pushes out. Does
Technique
not check the angle. Harsh will clean him up, and Reckoning get their fourth.
चलो.
Scally will have to deliver.
Live चालू हो गया guys.
Live
Live चालू हो गया.
harder than ever, and Doma will have to be super consistent. Speaking of consistency, Deathmaker will need to find his. If not, this will be the end of the journey of Velocity Gaming.
But Reckoning once again have cooked something up. Harsh on a KO, all good. Voya on a fade. Now these are the two initiators. These are the, I'd say, the most useless initiators on a map like Bite. And you have them both. Let's see how do they rock this one out. Velocity, all plus completely suppressed. But one thing you cannot suppress is PNC. He gets that first and X-Carry gets the second two.
Let's go.
Finally the util will come in. The plant might just as well follow. But Velocity, they have taken a little bit of a DK because of the poison off. They should be all good and fine. Velocity should be able to win the pistol.
Nice wall over there. It stops Velocity from, it stops Reckoning from pushing in and denying the spike plant. So Velocity can easily get inside at the very least. And then they reinforce on the lamps area. This will make it very difficult for Reckoning to re-clear this. They don't even have too many AoE abilities to help clear this. Oh, but they definitely have the aim, and they're able to get a lot of frags. A 30 of trades go through, and we are back to a 2v2. Reckoning circle back around. The wall breaks, and now they can continue going in via the normal channels rather than taking lamps for themselves. On the back of this smoke, they have to jiggle around with Excali, and he's perfect. Playing hide and seek along that barrier, and Doma also strikes when the moment is right. Velocity start off on the right foot.
आरपी लाइव करूंगा ना पार्था भाई इसके बाद लायर भी
That's very very important to
ओजी देगा डी ओजी देगा जी कार्तिक भाई
especially when you're surprised there is no utility and you're still able to get those frags. That was an impressive moment. Although for a second it looked like Reckoning might just snatch it back, but no, Excali said no. Jumps into the smoke, is able to find the frag, and even Doma comes up with one. So Velocity, they find the first round for themselves on the board, and they are looking for more. 2 Bulldogs and a Phantom to work with in this round. The remaining 2 will just be Spectres, and Harsh just jumps out, escapes through the teleporter. It is still a 3-man stack towards his B side, which could be very, very deadly. So let's see, Flamin playing on the corner of the smoke, could be super cheeky. Gets one deadly, and even Flamin gets one of his own. Although the trade inside is good, but Voya sneaks out. He's on side. Gets nothing at all because Doma is there to clean up shop. In a 2v3, Reckoning they lost the numbers advantage. Although Flamin is in a very interesting spot. He has wrapped up all the way from B long and has spotted the spike. Now, both the players will be healed back up by Doma, and they still have the weaponry advantage. But how do they proceed?
This is dangerous. Him getting that Spectre is dangerous.
Okay. Wow. It's a 2v2. Drop the molly. You can buy more time. LF pushing in. Gets his head taken off. Velocity. Do they get thrifted here? The push from Deathmaker.
No way.
Went down. That's a double headshot. And Reckoning Esports are back into the map.
Back into the map? 1-1 हुआ है भाई.
Oh my goodness. Now, this is not something we expected, did we? When Flamin went in for the flank successfully, I had high hopes for him, and he definitely delivered. Although what I expected them to do is have Flamin just hold into that tiny cubby and wait for the contact of Harsh.
Spectre वो वही मैंने कहा था जैसे उसने Spectre रही थी ये difficult हो सकता है क्योंकि और all 3 VLT वाले corner में stuck थे भाई and उन्हें या तो double peek करके साथ में लेना चाहिए था fight उन्हें 1-by-1 peek दिया and that's where they lost. But मुझे क्या पता मैं तो बता.
You get the pistol, you think, yeah guys, it's a 2-0 early lead for us, let's see how do we play on the back of it, but no. It is pistols that Reckoning need to completely put you down on the ground. And once again, Flamin, with all the frags he got the previous round, he has his orbital strike ready. Deadly, an important fight with Deathmaker. DM is not able to land the shot and instantly backs off. Flamin though, he is still around a lot of players to smoke. As soon as it fades out, I think Velocity will try to execute into the side with the pistols they have. The Prowler will give information about one of the players. Oh yeah, with the eye. Spots 2 but is not able to take down any. LF though, you don't have Voka. You are going to be taken down 1-by-1. LF has been spotted. Excali has been spotted down. DM, good for one. And gets a second one, second line as well. Voyado emerges through the smokes, eliminates the threat, and DM with just 5 HP in a 1v3. I mean, I agree DM is a crap player, but this would be just too much.
Alright. This frag onto Trist gets him the paint shells once again, but it's probably not gonna get him the spike. 20 seconds to go. Time is running out. His HP has already run out for the most part. This is a near impossible task for even the gods like Deathmaker to pull off. Nobody from Reckoning giving him even an inch to work with.
एक भी pixel दिखता था dead था भाई ये.
Straight down. Reckoning Esports are right back into this game after
2-1.
losing the pistol.
Guys, game तो interesting है, but मेरे को जो मैंने अभी देख रहा था bracket जो हारा वो out है, right इससे? Can someone confirm that for me?
Very difficult spot just gets taken down, and yeah, Reckoning Esports, they get themselves a second, and they still have the orbital strike ready too. So that is another thing that will go in their favor.
अरे गिर गया.
Now let's see how do they use it to harm the players of Team Velocity, and this half shield will be something that will be very difficult to pull off when the orbital strike is ready. The Deathmaker is able to get one, and Doma did not get seized over
अरे
there.
भाई नहीं.
Lucky guy, he survives, and the orbital strike down the drain.
Yeah, if he got dead, that would have been an instant kill.
Trist taken down.
So at least Velocity have survived the first encounter. They survived the ultimate.
Wow.
Labin, you can't survive him though. His ultimate might not do much, but he himself definitely can. And it takes another brimstone to shut him down.
है. DM भाई के पास.
Correctly, never mind. Boya's down already, so now Harsh's position also won't matter all that much. I mean, he can still try, but his position's already discovered. The
क्या नहीं देखा अभी ना भाई? क्या हो गया?
They know the general area he's in. The Boombot doesn't give away his position, but if that doesn't, Excali will soon discover him.
Yep.
And Harsh will probably not recover this round.
That was a good investment, I'd say, in terms of size.
कई जो स्ट्रीम पे आ रहा है लाइक का बटन दबा दो.
My God.
और मुझे बताओ कि आपको क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा, VLT या RGE इस गेम में? Is it Reckoning or Velocity? कौन जीतेगा? अच्छा नहीं कोई भी बता दो यार, कोई भी ब्रैकेट देख रहा है जीतेगा. जहाँ तक मैंने अभी पढ़ा था थोड़ी देर पहले कि दोनों में से जो हारेगा वो आउट है. वेल्टी जीतेगी. ठीक है बिना भाई. और बताओ यार बाकी सभी बताओ कौन जीतेगा?
I still remember what Paradox did against Deathmaker over there. He dodged
will play Bind for the first time
by just satcheling away mid-air.
Bind पहली बार खेले लोग, ठीक है.
And at that point, he wasn't playing Valorant. He was
उस
playing
तो
something
VLT
along the lines
के पास
of
थोड़ा
Mario,
पराठा चाहिए
just
उनका पिक है.
jumping over the showstoppers.
Plus RGE पहली बार खेल
I
रही है.
wonder if Deadly can do something similar.
सब साथ में ही कर रहे हैं. Feel the velocity. Let's go. यूफो भाई देख रहे हो तो ऐसे वॉच पार्टीज के लिए जर्सी मांगते हैं यूफो भाई.
It is only DM who gets into the side now. Flabin gets one. Deadly with that operator even gets one. And
Deadly
it
भाई
does
की
not
HP
get
बहुत
taken
कम
down
है.
because of the rocket. Once again, look at this Reckoning Esports. They find themselves in an
What? How?
No way.
Does one better. Puts a bullet right through Doma's skull.
Through a wall.
Forces the players. Forces both of them to run to this A side.
And they are being greeted by Trist. He will use the snake bites to delay this as much as possible, but hey, there's still quite a lot of time and gap left.
Nice one, Anuj bhai.
Dies, but Amaterasu is now down to very little HP. So is Hellfighter. The Viper Spit might just make things doable. But Deadly's coming across from the other side.
Thank you, Paritosh bhai.
And Hellfighter on the air to the smoke will be discovered by Harsh. Amaterasu has the orbital strike to delay this defuse, but then he's going to be faced by Harsh himself. And there's more than enough time for them to defuse.
Once again, the small little setups, right? The small little setups from Team Reckoning. The early double kill they get. Goya winning the fight, and then even Deadly 10. I'm sorry, Flabin winning the fight, and then even Deadly 10 coming to support him down with that operator. Yes, the player gets traded out B long, but Deadly survives. And you survive with a man advantage. And suddenly the fight in hookup becomes important for Velocity to win. But as soon as
Thank you boys, thank you boys, thank you boys. स्पीड लाइव वाला ये लो यार हंस दिया यार, तुम लोग के लिए हंसूंगा तो किसके लिए हंसूंगा. चलो.
I mean, yes, Amaterasu has the orbital strike ready and maybe even the Molotov for all reckoning, no. But that never gets used in a 3v1. Yes, you throw the orbital strike, but then you do not win the fight against Harsh and reckoning close out the round. It is a defensive sided map.
ये peak important
With
है.
the very weird sort of composition that Team Reckoning are playing, I'd like to see the default attacks. Early suppression thrown in, gets information, has two of the players suppressed. The Velocity still confident enough to execute into this side. Harsh has all the utils to stop this push, and there is a one-way setup by Trace. You do not disrespect that without a util.
क्या? कैसे?
Finally gets popped, and Amaterasu is able to get one. The basic mistakes being committed from Velocity, and that has led them to move the round. What a heartbreak of the round for the
One
Velocity.
enemy remaining.
Oh no. No way, not like this. I really thought Velocity had something planned out really well.
Welcome to JD Gang, Pratik Whitey. Welcome to the streak, Pratik bhai.
Able to deal with them every step.
Chuck bhai OP bolte.
He's on fire, dude. He's sitting on 11 frags already. While nobody else is even close to double digits.
मैं बस
Forget 10. Nobody else is even close to 5.
phone stand ढूंढ रहा था. मिल गया मेरे को guys. आ गया वापस.
Esports are just so damn perfect. Velocity try their level best to somehow recover the round. They try everything from falling back to pushing all the way inside and even going around.
phone stand guys. ये phone है ना. उसका stand ढूंढ रहा था मैं मिल गया fine.
Deep positions that Velocity are forced to fight on the front lines and the back lines at the same time. Chaos and confusion grips them, ensues them.
थोड़ा कार्य यार मेरा भी सुबह से यही चल रहा है यार. घर पे थोड़ा सा renovation का काम चालू है. मम्मी ये कर दे बेटा वो कर दे ये हो गया market से ये ले आ.
Piece of somehow find a piece of advice that will help them through this dark time.
अच्छा डैब भाई ने कॉल किया.
Maybe that advice will come from their coach. Maybe they'll devise it on their own. Wherever it comes from, whatever the source is, it better be a damn strong source.
They do not have anything to work around with in this round. Yes, I mean, if Excali is able to get a frag or an op, you'll have the resurrection, but without good weapons, how good a resurrection can be. And on the other hand, Trist has that Viper Spit available, so that is again another great thing. A Deathmaker missing the satchel, but does not miss the shot.
No way.
That's a great frag, and Voya now will be very quick enough to maybe go for the trade. Will be
Studio shot लेना चाहिए था.
But deadly. Even he's not in a comfortable spot, but the shot he is, and instantly backs off too. The numbers equalized, and Reckoning still having the better weaponry, are poised to win the round.
Oh, the flash was amazing, but Deadly still is able to get the better of Excali. That's what happens when you try to push him up close. Doma is able to punish him through the walls, but Warrior fires right back. Amaterasu with quick trades. He's able to recontrol lamps, but the moment he tries to switch his weapon, he will die.
Gun switch नहीं करना चाहिए था मेरे भाई. Gun switch नहीं करना चाहिए था.
And with this defuse, Harsh will have his null command too.
Gun switching में थोड़ा left right हो गया.
I mean, I get the point that they tried to standard wall plant, get into the side quick and play the post plant situation, but it did not work out because it did not have weapons. At least you got into the side and were able to get the spike down.
ये shot तो बहुत अच्छा था यार.
And it all started because DM was able to get the frag. Now Deadly won't be positioned here every time with a shotty to play in the smoke. So this was one of the situational rounds where Reckoning found themselves correctly at the correct time.
left right हो गया उनका
But I'd like
उधर.
to see Velocity just hit the same strat again, this time around with better weapons. Because it is a very good strat where you do not lose players untraded especially. But Velocity they decide not to do it, and it's a very sort of a defaulty play where DM
इतना ज़्यादा push तो punish
is able
होएगा
to
ही.
win his duel against Hoya.
Deathmaker, whenever he goes towards the Shah's region, he's always able to win his duels. Labin spots two players and decides to cut his losses short, decides to fall back. At least when he's holding the angle from the side itself, he will have the backup of Deadly. He's got the deadly weapon in his hands, he's got the operator. But up against Deathmaker, he's still reluctant to peek. They will both go ahead at the same time, and the timing is just unfortunate. Deathmaker pulls out the nade, and Deadly pulls off all these shots. And the orbital strike gets one more. Labin's able to kill as the wall is misplaced. And this is a disaster for Velocity.
Velocity after the first frag, they give time for Team Reckoning to adjust. And that is exactly what Reckoning wanted. Flabin, man, he is so...
Hi Aliza, कैसे हो? Welcome to the stream.
4K, another 4K this time around, and with 15 in 5, this guy is...
हाँ बिना VLT अगर हार की तो out हो
His
जाएगी.
team combined. My
Sag.
God, what a game Flabin is having right now. The orbital strike, perfectly positioned. Doma thought that there was a gap in which he could survive, but unfortunately it wasn't a gap left by him. It was a perfect orbital strike. He gets to, even takes down Excali, who was trying to be the Grim.
Yeah, somehow Excali climbed above his wall, like directly.
And he also gets shut down. I mean, everything right now is being expected by Team Reckoning Esports.
Bring them down.
क्या करे भाई? ये वाली फाइट देखो अभी DM लेने आया नहीं है. Doma भाई.
As that operator, and Doma is about to peek in it. Does he have enough discipline to not peek that angle with the flash? He jumps and he gets taken down. Deadly is not missing those. The knife will also maybe give some information, or it doesn't even need to, because Harsh on top of containers is able to take down DM's head. And as soon as they find all these,
I think VLT was
just fall back to their usual places, and Voya is
no, they've been extremely unlucky.
Sorry, U-Haul.
Gun switch, paint shells are DM के हाथ में.
Cali might even find one.
Nice.
How do you recover the round? The frag, great, yeah. But Flabin will come in with another frag. And Reckoning Esports, they dropped one round in the previous game. They've already done worse than that in the first half. But hey, 2 rounds is something that they'll take again for themselves.
Reckoning Esports are firing on all cylinders right now. They're unstoppable. The momentum is too much for Velocity to bear.
Right here.
But maybe things can change. They've got 2 massive ultimates available right now. The Orbital Strike and the Resurrection to boot. To counter it, Reckoning will use the Viper Spit right off the bat towards a shot. And at the same time, they're pushing out a hookah. An early fight towards the bottom of B is now taking place, where trades will go left and right. And as the pinstripe of the kill feed comes to a rest, Reckoning will once again try to find the advantage. The op this time not delivering what Voya was looking for, but at least he's figured out where the spike is.
The pit though.
Oh, trade spike की position बहुत dangerous होने वाली है.
Velocity work around with. Now they've seen that it is very deep in a shot, so showers may be a position that will be completely open. But look at the timing. Harsh is going to mark that position, I think. And he has a molly to stop a push if it comes from Team Velocity. He throws the knife early on.
सबसे कोई खेलते हैं. ये diamond तो मेरे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया. मैं diamond की तो player हुई नहीं.
That would be a mistake.
Time नहीं मिलता था ज़्यादा खेलने का value.
Reckoning are happy to play retake on A if the plant goes down.
Maybe they're taking in turn this round. The showstopper definitely should help him counter the Viper Spit, especially when Twist is playing outside of it. Seekers will give it a his position, will give Velocity the idea that he's trying to play a little ahead of that toxin. But the null command cancels the showstopper, and now Velocity have to rely on their guns, rely on their weapons. Twist is long gone, he's exit the Viper Spit, but Velocity don't know about this. We are trying to figure out the positions. The 0 point will also give away at least a cue about where Doma is, but Hellfighter still has to be the hero. Hitmaker is far away from the action. Doma's already taking damage. The trades go left and right once again. And the
nice DM!
Deathmaker on a massive mission to wrap around will find success, will find Voya. And it's once again in the hands of Twist. Do Reckoning Esports trust him with this round? Or will Velocity finally get something?
Oh, nice one, Hellfighter.
And Hellfighter with the swing. Survives on very little HP to clutch the round for Velocity.
Oh, where were the comms? I mean, you pop the null command, but
Platinum
even after that runs away. Why? The pit could have been activated. If it stays activated, Deathmaker cannot push down CT. That was a little bit of a miscalculation coming in from Team Reckoning Esports' side. But hey, it's all good. They've done enough economic damage that Velocity cannot completely buy into the round. Look at that. Amaterasu does not have a stim beacon to work with and still is playing on that house shield. One molly only available for LF. So
oh my god.
They sacrifice in terms of utility, and now they're...
Hoya bhai, calm down. Hello.
Hoya gets a couple. And then the nade to fall follow up.
होया भाई डैमेज करके चुप चुपड़ी में पीछे जा चुके एकदम से ऐसा.
To get that reset through Doma.
Nice. They use Flab and Smoke to get the resurrection back up. And with this, the numbers are once again even. But to turn the tide, Reckoning Esports have pushed very deep.
टॉप
And even
रैंकिंग
though Hellfighter's
20-30 kills
marking this
करने के
angle,
बाद
they
भी मैं
probably
आयरन
won't
3 पे
anticipate
हूँ
to
टीम
go
की
all the
वजह
way
से.
around cave.
सोलो खेलो, सोलो ग्राइंड.
Scally's getting healed up over
हम
here.
सब
Little
सिल्वर
does he know
आयरन
that
से
he's about to
निकले.
get
सोलो
shot
ग्राइंड.
down by Harsh once again, and this will be
या
a
फाइंड
spike.
योर ट्राइब.
And Harsh strikes from the
Fine.
shadows. He will
2-3
discover the
people want
spike.
to duo या
Matrasu
ट्रायो
has
क्यू
to
में
recover it
उनके साथ
somehow,
खेलो.
but
तो
Harsh
रोल्स
is
का भी सही
unwilling.
रहेगा फिर.
Not ready to give up at all. At the same time, Trist moves in once again, and
Kya?
Hellfighter is not marking this one. So many of these flanks could have been successful, but Harsh, he will somehow survive. Even Trist misses the opportunity, and now Velocity have to highway across where Harsh is ready to intercept once again. Trist will catch them as they try to escape, but there is no escaping the grip of death as the Grim Reaper swings.
उनके
his
साथ
mighty
खेलो अगर वो
scythe.
देखो सीखना चाहते साथ में आगे बढ़ सकते हो.
I was concerned
सोलो करके आगे बढ़े,
second
सोलो
because
करके आगे बढ़ सकते हो अगर अपने आप को
very
बेटर करना है.
easy frag. The player was not even looking at him.
एम लैब्स करते हो क्या? एम लैब्स किया करो.
Shoot a player in the back. It's just impossible. I think something
खतरा मंडरा रहा है, खतरे के
similar
बादल.
happened with Trist, and he is still able to close out the round, so that's great for Team Reckoning. They have the Nightfall available for Hoya. Although Velocity in terms of ultimate, this time they do lead, but look at the weapons. A couple of Sheriffs, there is a Stinger and a Spectre in the mix. It is a very, very difficult round for Velocity to take back.
There is a Viper Spit available on Hellfighter. They can somehow get the plant, they will definitely be able to plant it down, and Hellfighter, without even
Fate
waiting
का
for the
game है
plant,
ये पे.
he goes in towards Labs and deploys it himself. Now this will really put Reckoning in a bind. Do they know where the spike is coming?
थिंग इज
Or will they
ट्रिस्ट
all
अगर ये
fall for
होल्ड
the
डाउन
spike?
कर
So
लेता
far,
है
Reckoning
ट्रिस्ट
are
एक
stationed towards
आध
the A side. At least the majority of them are.
एक
The only
आध किल
person
निकाल
who's
लेता है उधर.
positioned towards Hookah is Trist, and now Harsh comes in to help him out just in the nick of time. He will find the spike, and now Reckoning can rotate accordingly. They will have to deal with the Viper Spit regardless. They can't use the teleporter. They have to go all the way around.
So
माइक्रो
important fight
स्ट्राइकिंग
and he
की
wins it
प्रैक्टिस
out.
करता हूँ. नाइस
Now
नाइस.
you
ये
don't
सब
have
क्या
to
करो
fight
यार, अच्छे से क्या
patient.
करो.
Doma will fall to Flamin.
फ्लैबिन भाई बहुत मार रहे फ्लैबिन भाई.
It is his game, it is his day, and he can do literally no wrong right now. 2010 jumps over elephant that.
How is he allowed to do that? Why
that
was
a
he
funny
allowed
sequence
to
for
do
me.
that?
He just jumps over a player. The information does not get relayed, and then
Why?
Madrasu in showers gets like, oh, huh? How is he here? Hell, I think he was supposed to check that angle.
Nah, but the Nightfall gives away his position and turns this game into
Half
a
तो है,
nightmare
9-3
for
half.
Velocity.
क्या ये
9-3
कर्स?
half. This is exactly what Reckoning need to kickstart their journey into the playoff, and maybe even send Velocity packing. What a brutal half of Velocity. They must come back.
परंजु भाई
If they are able to do
करेंगे.
so, it will be
एक
one
काम
of the most
करते हैं, सैटरडे या
comebacks
संडे में से
in
एक दिन
VCSA.
सब गेम्स रखूंगा,
If they
तब आप
don't,
सबके साथ ही
it will be
खेलूंगा.
one of
लॉबी
the
ओपन कर
biggest
दूंगा.
upsets. Find out what happens after this short break.
हाफ टाइम में कितनी देर का ब्रेक होता है? हाफ टाइम में कितनी देर का ब्रेक है?
ब्रो फ्रिज मीट के लिए हीट के लिए नहीं. Bro, this graphics card is making my frames drop. Come with me if you want to game.
The all-new OMEN 16 with advanced Tempest cooling technology, now with 5 heat pipes and 4 thermal outlets. The OMEN 16 with 12th Gen Intel Core i7 processor to make you forget your frame drops.
Now that's cool.
Game on with Tempest cooling.
Presenting Hyundai i20 line. It's time to play.
Yes, I'm a Gen Z, or should I say, the Gen X. And I don't let fear hold me back from doing anything. I choose to move fearlessly to it all.
Hey buddy, we need you to trim your beard for this next scene.
What? Okay, fine, I'll admit it. I move fearlessly in most things, but I draw the line here. What if I Nico cut myself?
Try this.
Phillips.
A very, very important second half for a team like Velocity. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to VCSA.
आ गए वापस PG3 लीग अल्फा थ्रोन में देता हूँ गेम के बाद देता हूँ
important half went the way of team reckoning.
9-3 हुआ है
9-3 is where they stand. And now for the final stretch, can Velocity pull it back? Or is it Team Reckoning who will close this game in a 2-0 fashion? I mean, nobody expected this to happen. But somehow we are over here in a 9-3 with Reckoning in the lead. Now, an early knife lineup was thrown in towards the Showers to sort of sell a fake. But anyways, Velocity have 3 players down in. And Reckoning again.
push
the correct timing. That's just perfect. Every timing has been nailed by Team Reckoning today.
ज़्यादा info ले लिया Hitmaker भाई ने उधर punish हो गए इतनी सारी info के लिए.
The game right now, and they hit this A side where a solo player stands in A Showers. That is Excali, and let's see if he has some heroics available in himself to stop this push. Harsh just clearly gets the plan for free. No problems whatsoever. And Velocity now have to deal with it.
क्या अच्छा fake करके निकल गए.
They do one better. They run back, and Flaven not being checked gets one. The second player tagged up quite a bit. Enough inside dead. And Reckoning. finally to the B side and finally end up winning the round. What a round. Reckoning are
भाई होया भाई बहुत मार रहे भाई.
And it is a game of Reckoning to lose from here on. Great show of, it's a discipline over from the side of Team Reckoning.
वो कॉल अच्छा था बी जाने का.
Then they just hit the DP as soon as they see that two of the players.
Audience prediction 57.92 was Velocity.
They go back in, they find LF alone, take his head off. And essentially
19,000 of you guys voted for VLT.
My
Nice.
God, Team Reckoning.
अगर कोई बंदा सोशल मीडिया पे
नहीं
है पर लोग हमारे तो भी ऑफ कोर्स आ सकता है.
Velocity, they are in shambles
बट
right
कुछ
now.
तो सोशल मीडिया प्रेजेंस देनी है ना तो आपको रिकॉग्नाइज कैसे करेंगे मेरा भाई.
Shocked to the core. And
use social media as a discovery platform.
Of power, Reckoning Esports are proving to the world who's boss. Velocity Gaming once again fighting, trying to keep that tournament life in their hands right now, but it's slipping away. And they better not have a Butterfingers moment now. Duma with the jump spot, sees 2. Falls back even though the prowlers are being sent at him. And Reckoning Esports keep the spike all the way back there, for they don't want to commit just yet. They want to keep their options open given the way they're spreading out. 2 on B long, 1 right outside of Shah's. Reckoning have control of the extremities of the map, while at the same time Flavin tries to explore hookah.
भाई को कुछ आइडिया उधर.
As Deadly
LF भाई अगर ये किल निकाले तो बहुत important है उनके लिए.
Across the other side, there is a shorty, but Deadly has nothing to stop him.
Wow.
And even at range, he can kill Excali. Single-handedly tearing through the A side. There's only Deathmaker who will be able to kill him, but this is too late as the spike is heading towards the B site now. And Twist has cleared all the obstacles in the way.
DM left all alone. Gets another frag though. That's something you can hope to get. Isolates Trish. But yeah, Trish is like, I'll stay in the bomb, no problem. The pain shells will maybe take me down, but yeah, he will do the job.
Oh,
that's just alright with me.
Absolutely alright. This time Velocity finally have a bye. Battered and bruised, their brows strained with blood, They rise once again with grim determination for the chance to face their enemies in fair, armed combat once again. Armed to the teeth, Vandals and Phantoms to boot up against the bonus weapons of Reckoning. They look to convert this round. Or if they cannot, Reckoning will have map and series point. Maybe even tournament point. And he starts things off with stylish headshot. And that's Doma out of the game already. No flashes available. Deadly also tries to escape. And he will get back to safety before anyone else can try to face him once more.
PTSD for Doma. Similar things happened in the map of...
that is internal discussion they will have. मैं उस पे कुछ comment नहीं कर सकता. But बुरा तो लग रहा है यार.
Now, Hellf is trying to make a play, gets double taken. And how do you deal with Flavin today? He's getting nothing but headshot. Look
How?
At this. That's not how it should be done. Exactly. Just obliterated in that position.
They even throw so many bodies at him. They jumped in from the teleporter to help maybe pinch him. But he's unfazed, unbothered and relentless. And now Velocity Gaming have no idea where Deadly is. Perfectly placed. He doesn't even need this one. Deadly's war cry echoes through the stadium, as does the sound of fury. And as he rips and tears through the opposition, this beast pushed beyond mortal wounds and certain death to give his team the map point. And he's on the verge of eliminating yet another beast. A beast who we thought was capable of conquering the land and waving their flag high across South Asia. But now they are staring at certain defeat.
One round,
yes, coach. Sahi bola ekdam.
Is what stands between elimination of Velocity and Reckoning qualifying for the playoffs. These Wolves were the first one. I mean, this was the team we thought might go down with MLT in Group A, the group of death. No one ever thought Velocity to be in this spot. And now Velocity themselves are in a big ditch.
So if Velocity loses, is there out of playoffs? Chat, can you confirm?
Literally nothing is going wrong for them. Deadly is hitting shots which he just should not. I mean, yeah, what can even Navi do right now? Nothing is working. Velocity cannot find any sort of a success in the round. And everything is going in the way of Team Reckoning Esports. They are on the verge, or I'd say creating history, eliminating a team which is ruled South Asia for a very long period of time.
It's not over till it's over, guys. 12-3 से भी वापस आया जा सकता है. Hopium तो है.
Standing on the edge of victory, can Reckoning finish the deal right here and now?
But Flavin भाई को रोकना पड़ेगा.
Desperate
रोक दिया. Doma भाई nice.
Desperate measures, and these are indeed desperate times as they push deep into its link. They're trying to pinch Reckoning right here, and they might just find the spike, unless Harsh can save this. Able to recover it. DC now knows where at least two members of Velocity are, and with this information, Reckoning will gracefully give up this area, or they can always retake Shahs once again. Deadly has found quite a lot of success in this area, so he will try his luck over there once more. But this wall,
I think
they
spot
know that Chris is able to climb over
Sky
it.
को spot किया था ना?
Doma might just be visible, and he falls back. Doesn't want to fight this just yet. Velocity give up the area. They fall all the way back. Deadly driving straight inside, and even though he gives up his own life in the process, at least he's taken down Excali. Man advantage secured for Velocity Gaming, and they might just have a leg in this tournament yet.
One by one, guys. One round each round.
The 26 is a very concerning thing for me. He does not have a lot of HP left, and if he goes down, that would be very difficult for Velocity to play around with. Now there are 3 Velocity players on site.
But RGE भाई Flavin Trist होया भाई क्या खेले भाई. Deadly में तो स्टार है. हर्ष भाई का सपोर्ट सही चल रहा है. Nice के वो मतलब उनके जो nice sets हैं.
Gets one.
Peak अच्छा किया.
The time is of the essence, and Trist gets the headshot. Now DM around the corner, throws the satchel away, but the spike still goes down. Suddenly this is a 2v2 and very doable for Team Reckoning Esports. They do have a seize available, but Amaterasu around the corner is not able to spot Foya down. The Molly will isolate him for a little bit of second on the Hoya. Headshot found, but he won't be able to take down Deathmaker.
DM by
Velocity they survive.
An
Velocity
immense rocket
survives one
was
more round.
cast onto this world from the heavens. Thunder and cataclysm shook the land as the skies were torn asunder as Deathmaker wakes up, rising from the ashes once again, keeping Velocity in this tournament for just
बिल्कुल
a
सही,
round
Chris भाई.
longer. But he will have to do so much more to stop them, to stop Reckoning.
I mean, both the showstoppers used in this round, and only if we were about 2 more shots, it would have been GG. And I think this is the fast APs where you'll have that ultimate being thrown out here, showers to flush off any players from that particular position. Another satchel. Again, Excali will be seized. That's a seize ulti combo. I completely misread it. And Reckoning are super happy that I did, and the judge finds nothing. That should be GG in a 3v5 with a pit down. I don't think so. There is any way that Reckoning can come back into the game now. I'm sorry, Velocity can come back into the game now.
Player standing.
No way. Doma left to do it all. And he will have the Nightfall thrown at him. It's all done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. Reckoning have done the impossible. They have eliminated Velocity from this tournament. Tournament favorites at one point, now not even making it to the playoffs, will definitely shake up the hierarchy of Indian Valorant. They were destined to win this tournament. They were the chosen ones. They were the ones that everybody thought would wear the crown, but now they have been left without a head on their shoulders as Velocity have been decapitated. The kings are down, the guillotine slices through, and the throne now lies vacant. Reckoning might just usurp this away from them.
Oh my god. I mean, I thought that Reckoning really might have a chance in this series. But like this?
डांस तो कर रहा है भाई.
13-4, 13.
Dance to it.
Like, what are these score lines? It's like it was a different Velocity playing on the map today. Or maybe it was a different Reckoning playing today. The compositions in both the maps, super weird.
चलो guys.
But the way they turned out,
GG's VLT. Well done, Reckoning. मैं आप लोग से थोड़ी देर बाद RP के साथ मिलता हूँ. ठीक है? थोड़ी देर में I will be back
players who have
with
represented
RP.
their teams on the big stages in the world will now fall to a bunch of underdogs in challengers. This is Velocity's fall from grace. I don't know how they will save their face because this is
एक बार bracket
absolutely
देख ले तो.
unbelievable.
Bracket दिखाएंगे तो
We
bracket
break this
देखते हैं.
game down and more in the post-game segment. Stay tuned on the other side of this break.
चलो guys, sayonara. See you guys. Take care.
Same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip.